This is Carlos Kramer. We're live at Epic 19 for the hardest hitting action in town. We're back here. The atmosphere here is absolutely epic, isn't it? We're joined by Jim Wyatt. He is from the sport of boxing as well as the Examiner. Jim, what do you think of the fight so far?
Well, the last fight is almost a culmination of a great night of evenly matched fights, and we can give all the credit to Heather Hyatt. We see nothing but excitement. You never see, even if it's a guy 1-4 against a guy 1-4.
Right.
If they're on a par, what does the crowd see? They see a great fight.
Right. And this is from how many years of experience in the fight game have you had, Jim? I mean, without dating ourselves too much. But, I mean, unbelievable fights, especially for amateurs.
Well, as far as MMA goes, that's probably one of the greatest fights I've seen, you know, firsthand, sitting at ringside there. Great fight. It could have went either way. Machado. All he had to do was be a little bit closer on the neck instead of hitting him in the back, and he would have had Watson out. Watson, after a while, Watson was like one of the greatest prize fighters you ever saw. He was the punches were right there every time. He never missed.
Right. Hey, Jim, we can follow you on Sport of Boxing and the Examiner as well?
Examiner.com and sportofboxing.com. Appreciate anybody that reads my garbage.
You put out great. You know what? You're so busy, and you're such a reward for these fighters to follow their career and give them the exposure they deserve. And that's what I'm trying to do as well, to help out like you've done for so many years.
All right. Well, I appreciate you saying that. All right,
Jim Wyatt, everybody, thanks for coming in the house, and thank you for all you do for our Epic family. Back, Epic 19, with none other than American Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu sensation, Jeff Glover. How you doing, Jeff? And welcome again to Epic and the family.
Always good to be here at Epic Fighting. Love the fights. Love Carlos Kramer. Love Jason. Just the whole scene. Loving it. Having a good time. Drinking beers, doing things. You know what I'm saying?
Tell us, Jeff, about the quality of fights that you've seen tonight. I mean, this has been an unbelievable card tonight.
Yeah. I've already seen a really good knockout. Seen a really good armbar from the girls' match.
Wasn't that exciting to see?
That was beautiful. I love watching the girls fight more than I like girl fights. I don't know why. I just love watching girls get down. It's so fun.
Now, Jeff, you just fought at the Expo in Las Vegas.
Yeah, the UFC Fan Expo. I did the Grappler's Quest tournament, and I had a match with Fred Sampaio, and I won.
One of the most highly decorated Americans out there, along with Dean Lister. Tell us about your bout. You said, was it a 20 minutes?
Yeah, it was a 15-minute match. I won the match in the last 10 seconds, so, you know, I kind of got a little lucky there, but I'll take it where it comes, baby. You know what I'm saying? A victory's a victory.
All right, Jeff Glover, everybody in the house, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being a part of the Epic family. You rock. Follow him, everyone. This is one of the most decorated jiu-jitsu men in America. Jeff Glover, thank you.
Thank you, Carlos.
Carlos Kramer here at the conclusion of Epic 19 with Epic CEO and founder Jason Stewart. What a night, Jason. The best Epic we have seen to date. It is taken up to a whole nother level, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. I was scared for this one. 3 shows back-to-back. Our pre-ticket sales were super slow. We really pushed it at the end. We got some superstars on the card. all of a sudden every gym, like 3 days before the show, started saying, we need tickets, we're out of tickets, we need more tickets. The girl fight sold a ton. Manny, San Diego Combat Academy, Team Quest sold a ton, all these fighters. Turned out to be one of the best shows Epic Fighting has ever had in the 19 shows, plus a couple at the fair.
We had our gal fight, Ashley Yoder, with an armbar. Went from the mount to the armbar. That was incredible. You know, great to see them show. Machado versus Watson was an unbelievable fight. But
that was one of the best fights I've ever seen. It looked like Machado hurt his leg early, and I thought for sure that was the end because he couldn't stand on it. Next thing you know, he was throwing kicks with it. He came back, and you know, the other guy won it 2 rounds to 1, Watson. But that was an amazing fight. It showed a lot of heart. One fight of the night. It won this bad boy.
This bad boy right here. And I'll tell you what, too, I was talking to Jim Wyatt on an interview with him, and he's been around the game for 40 years. He said that's one of the best fights he's ever seen.
It's one of the best fights I've ever seen. It was an amazing display of heart.
With Jacoby Powell was an absolute beast in the ring.
Wow.
Unbelievable fervor and vengeance.
His opponent, David Judd, is one of the toughest kids I know.
Right.
He's tapped me out in practice probably a half a dozen times. And, you know, Jacoby Powell taking that fight took a lot of courage on his part. It was a long drive for him. He had a little bit of injuries during his camp. Last minute he said, you know what, I'm not going to let Epic down. I'm going to take the fight. And wow, I mean, I imagine that I don't know who's going to beat that Jacoby kid. I mean, I see him going for the title very soon.
I do too. And then what about J.W. Lee?
J.W. Lee, that was a tough fight.
Right.
That was a tough fight for J.W. And he you know, that was one of those fights that came down to both fighters gave it all they had, and towards the end it was heart. And J.W. Lee had a lot of heart.
I tell you what, get out there and get your tickets now. Go to epicfighting.com. The earlier, the better. We've got giveaways. We have the hottest ring girls. We have the best MMA action in Southern California. Epic Fighting, sweeping the nation. Epic 19, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you at Epic 20.